Hey, welcome to Tea Time Topics, where we have political debates and hot takes. Thank you so much for joining us today. And I'd like to start this episode off with saying, last episode, I mentioned that alcohol was never illegal. I was very incorrect. It was illegal from during the Great Depression. Yeah, we had speakeasies and blind pigs.
If I was there.
And this episode, we're going to
fact checked you.
Yeah, Adam King coming out of nowhere.
Go ahead.
So today
moonshine.
we have Satchel Moore, say hi.
Hey.
Carter Ramsey.
Hey.
Adam King.
Herbie Hancock.
Oh yeah, that's Adam. And
Bo.
we got Chameleon over there. And I'm Kyle Gunning. Thank you
you're not.
so much for joining us today. It is an absolute pleasure. And
You.
we will be continuing our discussion with illegal substances and what should be illegal and what shouldn't be illegal. we talked about how we should make it illegal because teens, it's an influence for teens, and this Satchel mentioned that this was a problem because it ruins it for everybody. But really, I'd like to add to that. I think that adults really do set the influence for the youth. They're growing the youth. They're letting the youth grow. They're teaching them everything, and by setting this influence, it's a bad influence. And maybe we have to ruin it for everybody if marijuana is going to be legal.
Okay, well, first of all, I'd like a list of the substances which you think should be illegalized.
All right. Caffeine.
As
ready
I
for this
chew
one,
my
folks?
cheese it.
Caffeine?
Oh, yeah, he's serious.
Hugs, because they affect your brain chemistry via dopamine.
Yeah.
No, Kyle, go ahead.
I think the substances that should be legal are caffeine.
He's serious,
nicotine.
folks.
I like how you open with caffeine.
Yeah,
The
caffeine.
number one substance we should ban.
It's caffeine.
Caffeine. So,
The number one killer of teenage men.
Men?
yeah, no, that's actually true.
What? No, it's
Is
not.
caffeine
It
the number?
definitely is. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, give me your list.
So caffeine, tobacco,
THC.
yeah, THC,
That's marijuana.
nicotine. Is that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nicotine, yeah.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
sure.
And
Yeah.
nicotine
Let's just
product.
get all that out of here.
You say tobacco.
Yeah, I said tobacco.
No.
Tobacco. Yeah,
I agree.
exactly,
I
that's
agree
my
with
camp.
tobacco and nicotine.
LSD?
Okay, wait. Kyle. You also
Ecstasy?
mentioned.
Oh, also
Ecstasy?
alcohol. Yeah, did I say
You also
alcohol?
mentioned before this, only natural things should be allowed, right?
Well, marijuana
You said
is
natural
a natural
thing, so marijuana is a natural thing.
Marijuana is a natural
Marijuana,
thing. Tobacco is a
tobacco.
natural thing.
Wheat,
No, but
barley, hops,
Coffee.
Apples.
fermentation, grapes,
Potatoes.
yeah, but
corn.
I'm saying like
Caffeine.
just these
No.
things.
Wait, Kyle.
These
Yeah, from coffee beans. Yeah.
they're kind of made unnatural though. I mean, I know we grow them and whatever, but we do make them unnatural in a certain way because it alters your mood. And I know you could say sugar alters your mood, but I mean, sugar is something you need every day. Everybody needs glucose.
Music alters your mood.
Music does alter your mood, and I think
that's
that's
man-made.
But
It
It's
should,
not.
be, it should be
No, but-
it should be controlled.
I think no. But
Fascism.
these substances that I mentioned, they alter your mood in a negative way, and you can die from them. And I know you can overdose on water and whatever, but it's much likelier that you'd overdose on caffeine than
No.
water.
Wait,
yeah,
Kyle.
Yeah, it is.
Kyle, before we
Kyle.
get to the rest of your list, I want you to justify
Back away
caffeine being on that
from
list.
The mic.
Why is caffeine on the list?
I think caffeine is a very very addictive drug that most people they're drinking 6 cups of coffee a day.
That's not
Totally-
I don't think that's most people.
No, I know. I've just been seeing this trend lately of people drinking so much coffee, and it's really 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 bad for you.
That's because of the sugar there.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I drink it black.
It still has caffeine in it,
Yeah, but
and it gives you that boost.
but there's a lot of
Gives you
things.
that
That's
boost.
so bad for your heart.
Yeah. The plaque will build up in your arteries.
Yeah.
And
And then
Okay, but
heart
but
attack.
here's the thing, to the
then boom.
yeah, exactly. You're mad
No,
clipping.
okay,
right
Kyle, but here's the thing. I understand that's harmful, but to what extent do we take away people's freedom to choose what they want to consume?
Exactly. See,
Because
that's
it's
the exact point.
Quote unquote bad for public health. Technically, having a lot of processed foods are bad for public health.
Oh, of course.
But does that
'cause
mean?
obesity,
But does
yeah.
that mean we're going to force everyone to eat organic food? No. So where do you draw the
Yeah,
line?
but I mean, it's things like tobacco when there's such a. Carter Ramsey's taking a phone call over there.
Or
There's
crap.
things like tobacco, where it's so addictive, and so many people are getting lung cancer.
Yeah.
Right. That's part of.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
will agree. Like, tobacco is
Yeah,
terrible.
I think tobacco should be illegal.
Yeah. I don't think
it should be illegal.
that.
No.
Yes, it should.
I think things that kill
it's-
people should be illegal.
It shouldn't be it's not a people's
There's a lot of
decision
things that
anymore
can
when
kill
it's at that
people, though,
point.
Satchel.
It's
No, it's not. If
well,
it
like
can
I mean,
kill people,
yeah, a
if it-
car.
If the majority of people that
Well, no,
have lung
I'm
cancer.
just talking like pure like consuming things. Like if you like,
Yeah, you can overdose on
yeah.
water. You can overdose on bananas.
well, that's like really hard. But I'm talking about things like eating how much like the American diet is, right? A lot of people like get obese. Like we have the highest obesity rates, right?
yeah,
And like diabetes, and that shit kills.
yeah, but
yeah, I don't think
That's-
people should eat that way.
that's like nobody should eat that way, but that is something that the people should be able to choose.
If you give someone
like,
the freedom to eat what
Right.
they want, they'll eat what they want.
I feel
That's what
like
basically
I
say.
feel like as things get more dangerous, they should be more regulated. And
Yeah, so, like,
once it-
tobacco
once-
is
and
more
yeah, like
dangerous.
once it passes a certain point, like obviously it should be outlawed.
Yeah, I just want to
So,
say
like,
one thing.
Things like heroin totally should be legal. No, I'm kidding. No, like that's like really dangerous.
I just want to say one
Big
thing,
supporter
right?
no, we
of
should
meth
be able
over here.
to. We should be able to consume uranium if we want.
no, uranium's
No,
awful.
all I'm saying is
I
this
love
is
that
this
shit.
is so like when you get arrested for drug crimes, like it's Schedule 1, Schedule 2 and stuff like that.
Yep.
Guess what
Weed.
other drugs are with weed?
Bro,
LSD.
LSD.
That LSD is one of them.
That's like
Heroin.
Schedule 3, right?
No,
oh,
that's
yeah, so-
Schedule 1. Schedule as you go down, it's like it's worse.
Yeah, it gets worse. Yeah. So last time I mentioned this, and I said I think I said class 1 through 5. It's supposed to be schedule. I'm very
Yeah.
sorry about that.
Look these things up, buddy.
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of speaking
Goes
on
to
my own
Miss
accord over
Snyder's
here.
class.
Marijuana is listed with
Goes
meth,
to Asia Snyder's class.
ecstasy,
If you looked at Schedule 5,
acid.
there's way worse stuff. Like it doesn't make sense.
Schedule. What do you mean?
Schedule 5. Look at Schedule 5.
Schedule 5.
Yeah. There's worse stuff than what is on Schedule 1, which makes no sense.
Schedule
it should be
5
brought
is
up to Schedule
cough
1.
medicine.
Yeah, I don't think weed belongs on that list.
No, there's something
Dude,
in Schedule 5.
is codeine, cough medicine.
No, keep reading. There's
fucking dog won't.
No, that's dude. The schedule system goes down.
Can we just
I
like,
know,
bleep
but
that shit out?
look at Schedule. Yeah, we can boop that.
We don't have to bleep ourselves.
Look at Schedule 5. There's some stuff
Only
that
mom
should be
we
a
can
Schedule
show
1
this to
drug
is
that
Satchel's mom.
are in Schedule 5. It makes no sense.
On this list, it says cough preparations,
Oh,
codeine, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it.
wait. What does it start with?
E. It's like a doctor name.
Can I give a Cheez-It to your dog?
Yeah, sure. Spell it out. Spell it out for me.
Dude, what? Dude, you don't know what it is. Anyways, we'll go to Schedule 4. Schedule 4 is Xanax.
Yeah, see, like Xanax, that should be Schedule 1. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's Schedule 4. Then there's just other like stuff like Xanax.
Let's get back
Tylenol.
to why Kyle thinks caffeine should be illegalized.
Anyways,
And
Dude,
what-
Tylenol
what-
is
what I
actually
was try-
so dangerous.
dude, what I was actually
Tylenol, it kills your liver. Like if you have, I think what is it?
Tylenol with codeine, that's like a killer.
Yeah, the
Okay, did you know Tylenol? Okay,
if you
shut
have
up.
like 8
Everyone
every
listen
day,
to
you
Tylenol.
die. Your liver can't. Your liver just
No, here's
goes
the thing
out.
with Tylenol. I think like the suggested amount by Tylenol
is 9, right?
No, it's like 3 or 5. One of the two.
No, it's more than that.
No, it's like 3 or 5. Like maximum daily allowance.
I
yeah,
thought it
like-
was 8.
Or
I'm pretty sure I saw something. It was 8.
no, I don't remember. But like Tylenol gives a recommendation, and then the FDA, because it has a certain chemical in it, the FDA released a statement saying
That's
that like
much
if you
less.
have a certain amount of like that substance, then it's like overdosing, and you
yeah,
can get like
and your liver just gives out.
I don't know if it's your liver.
No, it's your liver.
But like something happens, and it like and it like
Pretty certain on
definitely
this one.
no, and it definitely can become like a medical emergency,
Yeah.
and that's only 2 pills
course.
over the recommended amount given
Yeah.
by Tylenol.
Yeah.
Only
It's-
2
it's
pills.
really,
very bad.
It's really bad.
So like, what if
So
somebody's
it's on
like,
it's on Schedule 3.
yeah, no, imagine if, and they don't put that on their bottles. Like, imagine if somebody's like, wow, my headache or like this pain is like way worse.
Like people tell
than
you
usual.
that. People
Like,
tell you like, oh yeah, like
I'm gonna
you can
take an extra Tylenol.
yeah.
And then later in the day, like they're like, oh, let me take another one.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
they end
yeah.
up in the fucking ER. Like, are
Yeah.
you kidding
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
It's really bad. Here's the thing with
Yeah.
Well, it's just
Yeah,
like people
yeah,
say if you
yeah.
take too much, you just get
Yeah.
like a stomach ache. But like
there is a warning on the back of the bottle. I actually read the back of the bottle.
that says if you take too much,
the
you
other
get a
day when I
stomach
was
ache,
sick.
right?
Tylenol.
No, it says
Sick, right?
may cause liver problems.
Liver. Okay.
So it's like
Liver.
it does notice you, but it doesn't say the recommended FDA amount. And I
Is that
watched
the same for
a
ibuprofen?
I recently watched Adam Ruins Everything. You guys should all
Oh,
watch that. That's really good.
true.
And it talked about this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's where I saw it.
Yeah. No, it was and
Or no,
they
wait, no, it wasn't.
recommended I
just, like,
think it
read
was they recommended 8 a day and I was like
8?
no way.
I don't
That's
think
insane.
no, it would not. I don't think it would be.
No,
eight.
no,
It was
no,
8.
no.
That would be like actually illegal for them to
No, you
recommend
I can
8
look
a
this
day.
up.
is that the same as ibuprofen? Is ibuprofen
No,
similar?
no. They
Oh,
they
no.
use
I
different
know-
chemicals.
Yeah, so ibuprofen is more of like pain relief, like
No,
for
they
like
do the
muscles
same,
and stuff
they
like
do
that.
the same thing.
Yeah, but Tylenol goes to your brain. That's the only difference.
No, they like use a different drug though.
Yeah, but like the only difference between ibuprofen and Tylenol is one goes to your brain, one doesn't
Yeah,
really go
yeah,
to your
yeah.
brain.
Wait, how much?
Well,
how
no,
much-
both will go to your brain. Or no.
Tylenol, I've
Well,
only heard
one
the
will
best is
either
for-
block your nerves or like the.
Tylenol is better for headaches. That's all I know.
Well, I don't know, but like the way
Yeah,
the
it's-
pain the way like painkillers work is like they like numb your nerves.
I just read a quick chart and
So I don't know. It
it
may go
said
to like
quickie.
the pain receptor in the brain or something.
Yeah.
Quick top.
it's about like 6 to 7 every day.
2 plus 2 is 4.
Yeah, cuz 2
No,
Or-
you mean okay? Listen, you mean
Minus 1, that's 3. Quick math.
so like
times 2, that's Tylenol.
you usually you usually see on the
NyQuil.
bottle it's
so
500
two
500
pills.
milligrams per pill.
Yeah, 2 pills every 6 hours. So 18 hours is what you're up for.
So you guys
That's
are
like
giving me a
6
really
pills.
bad headache.
Let's see. Someone who weighs 150 pounds max, they can have is 4,000 milligrams
4,000 milligrams.
with.
That's
like,
only well, it's quick math. Ready? 1, 2,
It's like
3, 4 or 5 pills.
Quick math. Quick math.
That's 8 pills.
Yeah, you're
And
right, that's 8
many
pills.
people
That's
have
stupid.
over 8 pills, which is very bad, and that just like ruins your
Oh.
liver.
I'm not satisfied with your answer about caffeine.
Yeah.
It's-
So you're saying
It
you're saying the
kills
reason
you.
that it
It
should be
kills
illegal
you.
is because it changes your mood and it's unnatural.
No, but
Which
it
would account
also
for like half of the things that we consume.
no. These teenagers, I see it happen in our high school.
So you
These
see
teenagers
people die from
they-
caffeine?
Yeah, they
has
someone
died
died
from
last year.
caffeine?
AJ's cousin had a heart attack. He was in the hospital for 4 days.
Yeah, that's true. He
last
drank
year.
like 4 monsters.
Yeah, I see.
Well, yeah, if it's a monster.
No, I see kids come into school. They have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, and then they have a Monster, and then they have 2 cups of coffee at like night. That's
And like a
awful.
Red Bull.
That's absolutely yeah. And then they have Red Bull, and Red Bull. I'm gonna be honest, tastes like syrup. That stuff is awful. Like nobody should have that.
Then they can regulate like amounts of caffeine.
No, but
That
do you
are
know?
in
Do you know how much
beverages.
Okay,
caffeine
I
is
just
in a
looked
Red
it up.
Bull?
You would
Is it
have
a
to
lot?
drink about 15 to 30 20-ounce cups of Starbucks dark roast to overdose.
In like how much of a span of time?
How much is that?
Um,
Is like in Red Bull? How many cups? Is like one Red Bull?
111 milligrams in Red Bull of caffeine.
Wow, that's a lot, right? I'm assuming that's a lot.
Yeah.
That just sounds.
But
like
that's
a
in
big
the smaller bottle. You're like you know how they have the
number. Oh, they have the bigger bottle.
they have a 12 ounce and then they have a 16 ounce.
Yeah,
That's 148.
we should have some sort of like tax on Red Bull, or just overnight caffeine.
Tax?
Yeah, like tax on like caffeinated drinks, so
Kyle,
people drink.
that's
them.
where it gets to like you're taxing people for like things that they should be able to enjoy if they
And there
want
should
to.
be a
No, we
tax on
tax people for
smoking?
junk food. There's a tax on junk
Yeah,
food.
there's taxes on every
To regulate
every
obesity.
bought good except for like
Salt and water.
no, except for like non-luxury items like
Water
no, just like
'Cause you
certain-
need water to
certain-
live.
Yeah, like water,
And salt,
certain
'cause
types
you
of
need salt to
food,
live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like there's probably a sugar tax because there's natural sugars.
Bob Carver 275 too. Yeah.
But there's a that's a nice amp.
It says that in a blonde roast coffee, right? 20 milligrams or 20 ounces. It says 475 milligrams of caffeine.
70 what?
Seriously?
That's 4 Red Bulls.
In a light what'd you say?
It says
a blonde
Starbucks
roast?
coffee blonde roast.
Wow. So like if you have like
Oh, and the
6 those?
Dunkin' Donuts turbo shot is 398.
oh my god. So if you have like 4 of those, you could overdose on caffeine.
Okay, let's go to abortion.
Wait, so Kyle,
Who's pro-choice?
so Kyle, you think the only way to like prevent that is just legalize caffeine?
I mean, people aren't going to stop drinking it. They're addicted to it.
So what's going to stop
But
people
still,
from
my
doing
question
it
stands.
illegally? You see it all the time. People do all that vaping stuff, and
all that
Whatever.
vaping stuff. All the
I know, but we could
youngsters.
regulate it. We could have like in 6 years, this is going to be completely off the market. Like that's what they did with slavery, and I mean that caused problems because the cotton gin.
Whoa.
You think caffeine's gonna
No,
be
they
off
said
the market?
in 20 years,
oh.
and then people were okay with it because they had a time that they had to get rid of their slaves.
Yeah, yeah,
Slavery
yeah.
still exists.
And
But
like,
is slavery
and like people,
abolished?
it really wasn't even that
But then
profitable
they
at
made
the
the
time.
cotton gin. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and then freaking Eli Whitney's like, "Yo, check out what I made," and everyone's like, "Yo, we want to keep our slaves now."
Yeah.
Yeah. The cotton.
But
gin.
like people still enslave people.
Yeah, no, like I own a few. Wait, what?
yeah.
What?
No, really though. That's
Adam's
like
a wealthy man.
human trafficking is just like doing enslavement, but it's like illegal. That's just what happens naturally.
No, I like.
There's not much slavery.
actually,
in
like,
America.
don't
There's
own slaves.
slavery still
So
around
just,
the
like,
world, though.
Nobody get the wrong idea.
I
There's
think we
slavery
all
like
know.
I'm,
all
I'm
around
not
the world.
George Washington.
Oh,
I'm not Thomas Jefferson who his own
Yeah,
slave.
you're not that brave.
that's awkward. DNA testing. Am I right?
DNA test his corpse.
Yeah, no. Isn't that what they did?
I'm a
They like
frickin-
DNA tested his
I'm a
child.
freaking
I
Abe
didn't even know
Lincoln
they.
up in
I
this
didn't even know
bitch.
they like got
Wait,
into
Kyle.
it.
They did.
So your defense for caffeine is that it kills people.
Yeah, and you're
So
addicted
what's
to
your
it.
defense
It's-
for weed?
It's a
But there's,
legit
like,
addiction.
there's things
Weed.
that
Do you know how
kill
many people have
people.
died from weed?
Shut up!
No, no,
I
no,
hate that
it's-
stat.
yes.
No,
Yes.
no! I
Yes,
hate that
it's not
stat.
zero. It's not
Never,
zero. It's not
never
zero.
say that
It's not
stat.
zero. It's not zero.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna say
But
zero.
never say that fucking stat again.
It's not zero.
It's not zero.
Okay, what is it? I hate you.
I have no idea.
Below 10, but it's not zero.
I still hate you.
Yeah, but it's not about that. It's about the effects it has on your mind.
Yeah, no. Actually, I'm gonna like argue like
Wait, can we start this?
because
off
no.
first?
Here's the thing.
Is it a gateway drug?
Yes.
Adam says yes.
Okay, no, but that's not what.
I'd say it's
but
what you
that's
associate with. We talked about this
but
last time.
that's
Is it a gateway drug, Tajul?
No.
No.
Just look at studies, yeah.
that's like
Kyle?
not what I'm trying to get
It's,
at. Though.
it can be a gateway drug.
For a lot of people, it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but for most people, it's not.
if I went and smoked weed right now, I probably would not do heroin.
That's not, no. That's
Thank
not
you.
what. That's not what we're saying. We're saying is.
That's what a gateway
Well-
drug means, Carter.
Oh well, I mean like, well, you wouldn't be like it would slowly make you like want to do other stuff like because you're like this
Yeah,
isn't
you
Oh,
build-
this
because
isn't
it's not
You
powerful
like
enough.
enough.
build up
Yeah.
a tolerance.
Like this
yeah.
isn't powerful enough.
Yeah, I
and then,
know.
like
yeah.
Yeah, it's like with like peppers. Like at first you're like, oh shit, I don't want to eat this jalapeno. But
and then you
you
eat a
get-
whole,
you
and then you
taste
eat like the
buds
small like
eventually.
the
Yeah.
lower version
And-
of it, and you're like, wow, I need to try that.
You
Yeah,
build
and
it.
then
It's a
you-
tolerance.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
tolerance. Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so here's the thing when it comes to like weed and everyone's like, yeah, like less than 10 people have died from it, and then they compare it to like nicotine like overdoses and stuff. That is true. Like a lot less people have died from THC overdoses than like nicotine overdoses.
There's no overdose
But I feel like
On-
you're more
yes,
likely to
there
have
is.
nicotine
Dude.
because
on
Well-
marijuana.
Oh
Yeah.
well, I don't know
Well,
about
in marijuana, you just like stop
But-
functioning after a
Yeah.
while.
yeah, but
you can
no,
forget
but
how to
marijuana.
breathe when you're high.
That's where the
I'm
stat
pretty
comes
sure,
from.
yeah,
Is
I
like
don't
when
know.
they
Right.
say people are smoking marijuana. Like how many of them just like drop dead smoking marijuana?
like almost none. Right.
Yeah,
But
well,
like
is
with
If
none.
you
Really
compare it to
die
nicotine,
after.
it's obviously more because you're
yeah,
gonna be
yeah, but I'm
you're gonna
saying
be
like in the
taking
long
nicotine more.
in the
Also,
long
nicotine-
run
because it's
Yeah,
it's a
smoking,
real
like, gives you-
addiction.
in the long
Lung
run
cancer,
though
that's why
the
they-
thing that like gives you lung cancer is like
Tar,
Ellie just coughed.
bro. Mad tar, bro.
bro just like smoking anything is just so terrible
It's
for
not.
your
Yeah,
lungs.
For
you
your
would smoke a
lungs.
leaf and that's bad for you.
Or grass.
Or grass. Yeah.
Because there's just like so many pollutants that can get into that and then like enter your air passageway and
Mad bad.
But yeah, no. Here's the thing. So
But
I
still,
don't.
it hasn't killed.
But just the
and I'm
effects
not
of
saying we
marijuana on the
should-
mind.
I'm not saying we should outlaw like keep I think like marijuana should be legalized, but I think it should like be held at the same standard
Well,
as
the
like
thing is,
tobacco.
I think one of the
Yeah,
reasons
yeah,
for
I agree with that.
legalizing marijuana is to lower our state prison. Like,
It is. It definitely is. And like
Or they
for-profit
could just
jails, that's
change the
such a
police
problem.
force.
there's so many.
Woohoo!
There's so many like
Hashtag Black Lives Matter.
Ooh.
there's so many like people in the
I
jails
hate
and
myself
stuff
for saying
that are for low like crimes like that like but they're treated as higher crimes because they're higher on the schedule chart for drugs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, like marijuana should definitely not be placed where it's at.
Yeah, schedule. No,
yeah, they need to they needed to redo that and
Yeah.
put it back down with like
I
Tylenol and stuff.
remember reading this one article of someone talking about how the narcotics division in the FBI was about to get like shut down because they had already like or like the regulation of narcotics in the FBI.
Awkward silence.
Just lost your train of thought.
Yeah, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, it was about to be shut
Narcotics
down.
Division, yeah.
So, because they had like the war on drugs was like pretty much over. So I forget his name, but he was like the head of the narcotics division, and obviously he didn't want to lose his job, so he actually classified like marijuana in like the same category as like LSD and like heroin, and started like an entire another like war on drugs.
There's
just off of
this video in a court, and it's the head of the DAA being questioned by someone, and they're saying like, why is this Schedule 1 drug? This shouldn't be a Schedule 1 drug. And she keeps, because she kind of has to, she keeps just saying over and over again, like, yes, marijuana is as bad. And the guy's like, is marijuana as bad as like LSD? And
she just has to keep saying
yeah,
'cause
because
she's
she has to represent these laws. Or I mean, maybe it's something I could be wrong. But yeah. So with marijuana, yeah, I think it affects your mind. It changes your brain. It can
A lot of things
it can
affect your
cause anxiety. Yeah, but I mean, do you think it's still good that it affects your mind? That's not good. It's not a good thing.
A lot of things affect your
I
mind.
know, but like
Whoa,
Music.
whoa,
So when
whoa.
you're
yeah, but
saying marijuana, do you
marijuana
think
affects your
most
mind in
things
such
that-
a bad way.
Do you think medical
Most things
marijuana
that are
should be legal?
inputted into your brain
There should be medical,
on a daily
like,
basis
face
affect
cream.
your mind in some way.
Marijuana is rated
Schedule 1.
Schedule
Yeah,
1
Schedule 1.
and
yeah.
like worse than cocaine and
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Cocaine is Schedule 2, right? Or Schedule 3.
and meth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
like,
love meth so much.
like meth. That's really really bad.
Bro, Breaking Bad question mark?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what?
Dude, I love meth.
Breaking Bad's great. Oh, okay. I thought you were
Same.
say I love Breaking Bad. I was like,
No,
ooh,
no,
Walter
I'm
White.
kidding. Yeah, no, I mean Breaking Bad.
no, but like everything you
What?
do in a day affects your mind.
Everything you do.
Yeah, but
in a day
marijuana affects your mind in like 2 minutes.
chemistry. I think
and
what
it's,
I think what
marijuana
Kyle's-
affects your mind negatively in
no,
like 2
no, no, no,
minutes.
no, no, no.
I know what Kyle's trying to say.
No,
I'm
Kyle,
just
this
saying
is
that's-
what you're trying to say.
You have to go deeper into it than that.
No, what he's trying to say though, like he's not expressing it well. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm gonna.
It's
let
okay,
It's
but,
fine.
like,
yeah, you can help me out
what
here.
you're saying is that things that happen in day to day affect your mind, but he doesn't. Now, I'm not saying these are my words. I'm speaking for Kyle here. They're like using a substance to like alter your state of mind
Yeah.
or like change how you're thinking should
Yeah.
not be allowed.
Yeah,
Like,
because it alters
like-
your day-to-day life.
yeah,
and
like
it's
you
not
should
natural
just
stuff.
deal with real life is what Kyle's saying,
Yeah.
and like not have anything to go to that's a
Okay,
substance.
can we go on to something else like
Exactly.
antidepressants? Because that does the same kind of thing as marijuana.
we should start-
prescribed antidepressants. Prescribed antidepressants.
Not quite, but okay.
Well, I mean, like
Well,
that.
like marijuana
that
face cream.
introduces
Weird
that.
We could
flex,
have
but
marijuana
okay.
face
No,
cream.
that
That's just to get you
introduces,
high.
that introduces the same thing you just said though. It's not. It's unnatural day-to-day life.
No,
This-
I
this is the video.
I understand
Oh.
your point, but it's not the same thing. Maybe I'll be
thank you.
Tracer.
I'm already Tracer.
Maybe I'll be
Yeah,
Widowmaker.
yeah, yeah.
Mom was watching. I want to be really clear. I'm not advocating for the legalization of marijuana. I will be very, very clear about that. However, I don't understand why it's a Schedule 1. It's certainly not treated as
Totally.
a inherently dangerous substance for which there is no medicinal value. It takes a tractor trailer full of marijuana to even trigger a
Take a
mandatory minimum
trailer.
under our drug laws.
Drag along.
So, is there any appetite for researching whether or not
Who
it
is this
should
guy?
remain a Schedule 1 drug?
Congressman, the administration doesn't have a position on that, but I'm happy to dialogue with your office. And let me just briefly say that we strongly support research.
All right,
on-
let me find the good part of this video because it's
Wait,
like
who
6
who
minutes
is this
Kyle,
guy?
aren't you like
Who, can you
trying
can
to prove that?
Can we quote this guy so we don't just use his audio without saying who this is from?
Oh yeah.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
call him in a
sorry.
second.
His name is that guy.
Yeah, he's from
That guy
Texas.
from Congress.
Wait.
Is this senator or is it like a? Is it just a random guy?
This
Judge
might be
Brett
the-
Kavanaugh.
This might be the wrong video. This was Ted Gowdy kills. Ted Gowdy kills.
Guys,
Ted
Those liberal stuff.
Trey Gowdy
let's see what Donald Trump has to
grills
say.
a clueless national drug policy person.
Trump has to say. You ready?
Oh no.
Little Havana. Wow. Havana, oh, nah, nah. Half of my heart is in Havana, oh, nah, nah. He took me back to Atlanta. Nah, nah, nah.
All right.
My heart is in Havana. There's something about his manners.
He's our president. Don't disrespect him.
Woke up with that, you know, doing.
He's a bad president.
Came in,
Oh,
I disrespect him. What are you gonna do about
that's
it?
your opinion. It's a free country.
Yeah, you just told me not to disrespect him.
Well, you can. It's just not cool.
All right, sweet.
Yeah, so I
Did you-
can't seem to find the video. It's actually a very funny
What
video.
what
if you-
channel
if
is
you
it
can-
from? Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's somewhere on
Isn't that
YouTube.
video like
No, I mean
advocating for?
you just saw that. What was the video that we just
Oh,
saw?
the video that we just saw.
Or we listened to?
The channel was WN420 horsepower TV.
All right. Anyways, if you guys want to check out that video,
What a credible sword!
if you guys want to check out that video, we'll probably put it in the description so you guys can check it out.
Oh, and if I do find the correct video that I was talking about, it's hilarious, and we'll put it in the description too.
You're getting
I
like sidetracked.
highly recommend you watch it.
Man.
Okay. But yeah, let's get back on track here. What were you about to
So
say?
it alters people's minds, and that's why you think it should be illegalized.
Well, yeah, but it just has this negative effect. Like music doesn't have a negative effect on people. It does
Well, it
alter your
can.
mind.
It can.
Make you sad.
Well, yeah, you
Make
can
you
get
angry.
you can get depressed. It's very unlikely that you're gonna.
Do you
get
have a
angry
feels
from music.
playlist?
I do have a feels playlist for when I'm sad and it makes me happy.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I'm not trying to compare this to marijuana, but like, you just said that it alters your emotions, and you said you compare it to music, but music can do the same exact thing.
Yeah, but music isn't a drug. It isn't this artificial thing.
But
It's-
phonetically, you just said it was, because you said it can alter your emotions.
These are artificial.
Yeah, Cheez-Its are artificial, and I
Yeah.
love Cheez-Its. Thank you, Mom, for buying these Cheez-Its. Shout out to my
I'm
mother.
just trying to like make the point that those aren't reason enough to illegalize something.
Well,
In my opinion, that's why
okay, but
I'm like making those
Can we all
comparisons.
come to like a consensus?
no, we
'Cause I
can't.
feel
No,
like
it's a
we're all like
debate.
to a point where we like pretty much agree.
No, we don't. He thinks it should be illegalized. I don't.
Wait, what?
Marijuana.
Marijuana.
You think it should not?
Illegalized, you said.
Oh, I mean, it is illegal.
Yeah, it is illegal.
In most states, yeah.
And not in
It doesn't matter, but
yeah,
like
because of the federal.
under
court.
federal law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I
it's
was
still technically
saying last
illegal.
time, and then you're like, "That's not true," and I was like,
When
"Whoa."
you censor yourself.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but I
plus
could
two
still
is
still
4.
smoke weed in
Quack
Massachusetts, and I wouldn't get arrested for it.
Unless you're around a federal agent.
But I wouldn't get arrested for it.
No, you could.
No, if you're around a
Yeah.
DA agent, you're gonna get arrested.
Oh, well, you're not going to. You could.
State law does not override federal law.
Exactly.
That doesn't happen.
Yes, it does.
it,
It does.
no, no, it definitely doesn't happen. Satchel's
It
right.
can
Like,
happen though.
It can happen, but it doesn't. Like,
You know what else? You know what else can happen? No, I'm not going to use.
no,
that
here's the
again.
thing.
A pig can follow the sky.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like, there's a lot of things that are illegal, and like they still happen, and nothing happens.
You know what else could happen? Ornette Coleman could be good.
What? Ornette Coleman is
Oh.
amazing.
I'm just kidding.
I
Okay,
recommend
let's get
everybody
into
go
the
listen to Ornette
that
Coleman.
debate. No, I'm kidding.
All right.
Versus John Coltrane.
Oh, I mean, John Coltrane is very amazing.
See,
Anyways, back to marijuana.
Sorry, got a little sidetrack there. That's on me, guys. Sorry, fellas.
Well,
We gotta come to a consensus.
no, we don't. We just have to end it.
Why?
no. What did you want to go
Oh
into?
no, I'm not
Adam,
saying
you had
now, I'm
mentioned
just
you had
saying it.
mentioned something earlier.
Ooh, abortion.
no. It was
Oh.
right before you went to the bathroom.
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a fat piss.
Okay. We all need to know. Yeah. So marijuana, it is perceived as
A fat
addictive. Well, okay. Wow. Where did you gonna bleep this part out?
What?
Okay, go ahead.
With marijuana, yeah. So it can affect your mind. It can make you, not want to do work. So if all our workers don't want to work, that's a problem. Stuff like that. Like,
But not everyone smokes marijuana.
yeah, I know, but I
Yeah.
mean, if it's gonna be legal, like, why not?
I mean, it is legal in the state of Massachusetts.
It's also not about just the substance itself. It's also sometimes the culture that surrounds it.
that
Very
is true, and that kind of links in with the gateway drug kind of thing.
Okay, but when you outlaw the substance, though, you still don't get rid of any
Yeah.
culture.
Yeah.
That's
It'd be
true.
like outlawing guns.
E-cigarettes, cigarettes, all that stuff is illegal, but you still see kids doing it nowadays.
Yeah, but we could definitely do something to regulate it. With like in 6 years, marijuana will be legal.
But we
could
live
say,
in
like,
America.
This is America. Don't get you
People-
slipping.
people-
Guns in my
In
area.
the beginning,
wait,
in the
guys,
beginning of
quick
America,
question.
people came here for freedom. They didn't come here for all this stuff.
Came here to
Yeah, I
escape
know, but sometimes the
taxes.
people aren't
So
ready
you
to decide what
if you
Carter,
wanna
you're pretty
argue
much want
freedom-
anarchy.
the
if you
people.
wanna-
No, the people
No,
aren't
if you
ready
want
to
to argue
decide.
freedom, then argue say
No,
safety. Because
okay, no,
if
but
safety's in if our safety is in danger,
Yeah, we're putting
then-
people
Carter,
in
Carter,
jeopardy. They're
Carter,
putting their
people
safety in
came
jeopardy.
over here for freedom, but they still had a bunch of regulations on them.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, we're not
That's-
like literally a run-free country.
Yeah.
We still have
That's
like
not what I'm
rules.
saying.
You
I'm
have
saying
to
we
have
can't take all
regulations
these
to
rights
run a
away from
country,
people, you
to
know?
have an economy,
Well, it's not
to
there,
have
right? Is the point.
consumers, to have an
As of
economy,
right now.
to have consumers. You have to have regulations. That's how a country works, and we do need these regulations. And it's there's a certain point when the people can't decide what they want to go.
Yo, Kyle, when did you become a Republican? Like when did
Anyways.
this happen?
In history class.
Also, can I play this real quick?
Yeah. Awkward silence.
John
no.
Coltrane.
Right.
That's right.
I was like, what's
Somebody
going
says it's
on?
Coltrane. It's Coltrane.
That's what Adam says.
No.
Coltrane.
Yeah, that's
Coltrane.
what
It's
she just said.
Coltrane. Yeah, it's
Coltrane.
It's
Coltrane.
not Coltrane.
Yeah, it's
I
Coltrane.
didn't say
not
Coltrane.
What did you
Coltrane.
say?
Coltrane.
No, that's not.
We have it recorded.
Okay, whatever.
Ask Joe D'Angelo.
Jody Angela.
He says Coltrane, bro.
Well, ask
Nick Spodek.
ask John Coltrane in an interview.
Nick Spodek.
How would I do that?
Maddie
I thought he was
Pilon.
dead.
No, look at it. Look at it.
Doherty.
Look at an
All
interview.
right,
When it was dead, I
guys.
don't know.
It looks
Okay.
like
Debbie
we are.
Miller.
Hey.
We haven't come to a nice
Alexis
consensus yet.
Rapp.
Topic.
Carter Ram.
You're gonna hear a lot of bleeps because we just mentioned a lot of names.
I just said their name though. That's all
What,
I
we mentioned John Coltrane.
John Kel.
All right. Anyway,
Let's come to a consensus so we can.
oh my God,
Bro, that's a
you're
fat.
gonna have to
I don't
bleep that
know.
out. A fat I don't know.
Dude, all right.
Just
let's
because I
come to a
don't want to
consensus
state
so we
my
can wrap this
real
up.
opinion.
My mom listens to this podcast.
Dude, let's come to a consensus so we can wrap this up.
Okay.
Cool idea for like that we could put into practice. Like on a computer, you could take stuff out of it.
People.
All right. I want you guys to put in the comments below: is the bleep professional or is the cut professional?
Okay, well, it doesn't
All right.
matter 'cause there's still problems in even professional videos. Those are edited a lot.
Yeah. Anyways, let's just come to a let's come to a consensus.
All right.
So we can end.
Or
this.
a conclusion, not a
Conclusion.
consensus.
Make marijuana.
Change my mind.
I said this last
Oh,
time.
let's
Make,
go around the
oh,
table. Yeah.
make
Make
these-
marijuana great again.
Make all these drugs that I mentioned, caffeine, nicotine, marijuana, whatever. Make it harder to get. Make more price on it. Make the age for it higher. So at least 25, because 25 your brain is then fully developed. And
So we
I think
changed
that's what
Kyle's
I have to
mind
say.
then.
Well, not really, but I know you're
Wait,
not
but Kyle.
you're not gonna go
Kyle,
for
did
what
you
I
just-
want.
Did you just say outlaw and then raise the age?
No, I said raise the price and then raise the age.
No, but then you also
But then you
said
just said
outlaw
outlaw,
before
yeah.
that, right?
So
I
you
said
can only have it when you're 1 through 20.
the ones that I want outlawed.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, but I know that we have to come to a conclusion that's gonna create a medium between us because there's
Your voice sounds so good right now. Sorry.
there's
Oh,
no
baby.
It's just good. Baby, look.
there's no way we can come to that good of a conclusion because there's always going to be people fighting for these.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't have to come to the same agreement.
Change my mind.
Oh yeah, so louder with Crowder. So we're gonna have to. If I'm gonna go with my
Who
original
are you,
statement,
Stevie Ray
outlaw
Vaughan?
everything. All right. So Satchel, what do you say? What do you say?
I can agree with what you said about raising the age and like regulating it further. I still don't think it has to be legalized because I haven't been given a good reason.
I gave you a reason.
Okay.
Anybody else want to help me out?
Well, no,
I'll-
your reason was because
I'll
it
weigh
alters
in.
your mind,
I'll weigh in.
and because it's unnatural. But I think that
Yeah, Adam.
that's not
I
really
think-
enough,
I
in my
agree-
opinion,
I-
to legalize something.
I agree with Kyle on the fact that
anxiety.
it does
Gives you
it
anxiety.
does cause all these after effects, but I don't agree with him that the fact that it's what do you say, it's unnatural and stuff like that, unnatural feelings and stuff like that.
Yep.
Because we already have many other medications and stuff like that that don't contain.
Yeah, we should regulate those too.
Here's
we,
what I
we do
we would have to
regulate them.
reform the entire like
Here's
medicinal
what I
system.
think.
if we were gonna
I think there's a lot of bad things out there, but I think there are some things that should be like regulated less, like a lot less,
Okay.
because ultimately you have to think, right? So we're a quote unquote free country, right? Now that
no.
that goes to like a certain extent. That's why I said like quote unquote. Like we're free in like certain aspects of life.
Yeah.
But the question is, to what point do we want to regulate what people consume? Like even if it's for like public safety or not, right? Like do we want to control what the people have just because it's like unsafe for them? That's like saying, or like you're acting like their parent, you know? So like,
Well, maybe we have to
that.
act like
Some
their
people
parent
need
because
that.
it's
Right.
for the better.
Act
that we
like their
act
parent to
their
do
parent.
what? Stop
right?
the
It's
deaths
like,
that aren't
oh, this is
happening.
better for you, but like
Yeah, but
it's
I mean,
just like to
but
what extent
people are
do we
dying.
push that upon them?
People are
From
dying.
weed?
No, but okay. Look, here's what I'll give you a reason for marijuana. You said that music alters your mood. Okay, and it can
I
be
feel
like
like-
marijuana. But so if you're driving in your car and you're listening to music, you're not gonna get in a car crash. If you're driving in your car and you're high,
Actually, you can, because if you're listening to music and you're
I
concentrating on the music, then you can get in a car crash.
okay,
I think there should
put that
be
aside.
substances that should be illegal if they like are over like a certain amount of like dangerousness. Kind of like with like the schedules for drugs already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think, you know, I think that's like a pretty good system. I just think a lot of the drugs that are placed need to be shifted around and like even some added.
Yeah,
and
definitely
some,
shifted
like,
around
taken
to
away.
like help the law process. But so yeah,
Nope.
no, when you're in your car, if
Yep.
you're high,
I don't think
and
people
you're-
should be able to smoke and drive.
okay, but
I do. I'm
if you
kidding.
hey, it's
It's
a free country.
Oh.
if you if
I
you're
should
in your
be
car,
able to own an
No.
Apache helicopter.
okay.
Okay.
If you're in your car and if you were high, you'd be more likely to get into a car crash than listening to music.
Agreed.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think it should be illegal to smoke and drive.
with music on, you can think the same. You can think exactly the same, but with marijuana, you're not thinking the same.
Whoa.
With music,
wait,
you can
wait.
ignore the
If
music.
you're comparing
Whoa,
music to
whoa,
your
marijuana,
brain can tune it out.
you have to put it in the sense that music is really loud and it's distracting you, because like you
Yeah.
can just be like, oh yeah, music's in the background, like, because background music is like not having nothing else, because like most people just tune background music out, or they have it there
then,
just to be there.
Then
'cause
why were you comparing music to marijuana before then?
because
You said it
because
alters the mind.
because if you have it up high enough, it will alter your mind, and if you have it up high
Okay.
enough, it will distract you.
Yeah,
Just as marijuana will.
but you
What doesn't
can still
alter
tune
your
it out. You can still
Mind,
tune it
the
out.
higher it gets. It's just like
Well,
more
if you
distracting.
have music
It's
super
just
high,
more distracting.
well, yeah,
Yeah, but marijuana is ultimately more dangerous than even very loud music.
yeah.
Does it kill you?
And imagine in your car you have
Yes.
very loud music and you're high. Just a combo right there.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
a death combo.
Yep.
We
Yep,
should outlaw
and
that.
you're drinking. Yep, that's 3.
And you're drinking.
Anyways, we want to hear
We
you
can come
guys.
to the agreement that we should outlaw music and marijuana in the car at the same time.
Yeah,
Anyways, we
and
want
caffeine.
we want to
and
hear your.
nicotine and protein, because we should all go vegan, because that's a healthier lifestyle for everyone.
I love
It's
all
for their
the
own
animals.
good.
Save
Guys,
the
just
animals.
got my kombucha from my fridge. Shut up!
It's for their own good. We should all go vegetarian.
New cafe.
The
Carter
protein is turning the
muted.
freaking frogs gay. gay.
Okay.
We
Turning
couldn't
the
hear any of
frogs
that,
gay.
dude. Just came in
That
through-
just clipped so hard.
All right, guys. We're
Sorry,
gonna,
I
we're
gotta-
gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
gotta-
thank
I
you
gotta-
so
I
much
got a
for
bit
listening.
passionate there.
We want to hear your guys'
Comments
guys',
below.
comment.
And if you're hot,
We're gonna bleep that out.
If your name's
if your
Get in
name
my
is
pants.
All right. Anyways,
Kyle
anyways.
Gunning, Ellie Gunning, Lucy Gunning, I will.
Lucy's-
Adam, get turned down.
Anyway,
Oh wait, we should have a pause so we can like cut that out easier.
no, we'll just bleep it. Okay, so we just got that out because that got a little out of hand. Please comment below any topics that you want us to cover.
Or just continue the topic down in the comments. So.
Yeah.
Down in the comments.
Thank
of the
you
pod.
so much for listening.
Guys,
I'm
thank
On
you
YouTube.
pleased and blessed
so
that you joined
much.
us. So much.
I love you.
All right.
This has
So
been Tea Time Topics,
much.
and some smooth jazz will roll you out.
Bye bye.